did that to me because I'm the only person in the house. Of course, I'm the youngest, so he's not going to listen to me that much. But I'm the only person in the house, and he like looks at me because I'm not paying attention to him. So I just hear him from the other side of the living room. And I'm like, "Well, get the fuck over here! I don't know. I'm not getting up to walk over to you. You."
I'm pretty sure, even though you're on headphones, he heard you say the word dog because you did, and then he immediately looked up to make eye contact with me and is still doing that.
Like, how dare you talk about another dog?
Like he is still just making direct eye contact with me.
Prolonged eye contact.
Yeah, my dog does that to me sometimes, and I don't know what he's doing. It's so weird. He's just a weird little creep.
He just
He's
really
likely
wants,
trying to read your emotions.
right?
Likely, yes, but I am a robot, so tough luck, dipshit.
Beep boop up.
But then I tell him I love him and I pet him, so I hope that gets it, that
He
clues him in as
understands.
to what I'm doing.
You're like, I'm just making sure.
And it's not as bad as the other dog. The other dog will like sit across the room and like smack her lips, just like make a weird
I hate
like she
it.
makes that
Yep.
noise, and then when you look at her, she makes eye contact with you
Mm-hmm.
and like keeps doing it but louder and like sticks her tongue out so that it catches her nose when she does it. And like that's her thing. Like she just wants to make eye contact with you while she licks her lips. Cause she's also a weird little creep. And you can't see me on video because I'm not on video, but
I think
Ernie
that's how that
is
works.
in my lap right now. Like after all of that, he's now in my lap because he's a weird little
He's
creep.
All I'm saying is that the one thing that my dog used to do was he knew perfectly well how to get up on the fucking couch. He had no trouble until he maybe hit 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever he didn't feel like jumping up on the couch, he'd sit and like hype himself up to jump on the couch. You could see him like make a small running start to do it and then stop and then look at you.
Yeah,
And then he'd back up and do it again and then look at you.
it's like Regulus asking for uppies.
Yeah. It's like, kid, you can literally do it yourself. And it's like the most intense eye contact. And then his eyes would just get really, really, really wide. And he'd start whining just very quietly, just enough to where it would get your attention, but it's not annoying you.
He was threatening to get on the couch.
He was, he was like, please pick me up. That's what he was asking
See,
for.
I just imagine it exactly as Regulus is thinking of. I want you to do it, but I'm not gonna ask you
Ask
to do
for it.
it.
Yeah,
Like I
that's
want you
literally
to
what he
just do
does.
it of your own volition.
That's literally what he does. And I'm like, you can jump up here. I have seen you do it several times. Your bed is up here, so you have to jump up here to get it. And eventually you give in. Because he's a 5 pound Yorkie with the face of a baby. How can you not?
Yeah. No,
Oh yeah, and he flips over his bowl.
this little asshole thinks he can sneak into my lap somehow. Like
Honey.
he comes
Oh no.
over, he comes over and he'll like just put one little paw up, and then the other one, and then he'll like try and like wriggle his face up past where his feet are, and
Clearly won't notice me if I just go very slowly.
yeah, but also low. Like he thinks if he stays low, because he like he doesn't raise his whole body up. It's just like gets the front half up and then walks the back legs forward to move himself up some more, and then starts climbing. Like it's a whole
Dogs are.
yeah.
They really think they could be hunting people.
All so that he can stand. Like his front legs are on one of my legs, his back legs are on the other one, and he's just leaned so that the side of his rib cage is in the middle of my chest, and he just stands there.
That's his space now. What are you talking about?
No, like he does this all the time.
That's his space now.
Like he stands like that all the time. And it's so weird and I don't know what he's doing.
Just dog things. It's fine.
Just dog things.
Just dog things.
Hey,
God,
you
it's
good
been
at
so
dog
long. It's been so long since I've seen Kanji. I can't remember some of the other weird things he
You
did.
want to stop whipping your tail hairs all over my keyboard? Maybe?
No.
Oh? Did
No.
me asking you that question just make it worse because you're wagging faster now?
Because you're talking to him.
I've been talking to him the whole time. It's just he just picks. He's like an excited kid that doesn't understand the language that's being spoken around him, but still wants to participate. So
I just want to be involved.
He just waits a random interval to become excited, and then like no matter what happens, 2 sentences later he's just gonna do something. Sometimes it's get down. Sometimes it's reorient himself so that both of his front feet are over one shoulder and we're like parallel chest to chest. Sometimes it's just like spin around and almost fall and scratch the hell out of me, you know.
You know, just dog things.
He's gonna do
dog
something.
stuff.
You just don't know what it is.
I don't know. Like he is a character with a confused condition. Like there is literally no way of knowing what his next action is going to be. It's just
actually the perfect description.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know they're gonna do something. You have no idea what.
What that thing is, though.
Yeah. All right. Is everybody back? Can we start doing stuff? Because
almost.
I'm back. I'm just waiting for everyone else.
Almost.
Is Jasmine still having tech issues?
We fixed it. She's bringing me a sandwich.
Oh. Ha, we were talking about that earlier.
It all came full circle. Thank you. See, I trusted you to make a sandwich and not burn the apartment down.
It's gonna be very funny for
Bold.
the outside listener to hear a bunch of masculine voices make a couple of like make a sandwich jokes, and then it is the feminine voice who receives a sandwich in the end. It's great.
That type of shit. I also have. Oh wait, you don't like Dr. Pepper? You fucking weirdo. I was about to say I have Dr. Pepper in the sunflower bag right there because I bought some on Sunday, but then I remembered you don't like Dr. Pepper.
Oh no.
You fucking weirdo. Yeah, this is my best friend. I don't know how this happened. How does my best friend not like Dr. Pepper? You know, she's had multiple chances.
Who are you, my marriage counselor?
All I'm saying is that
it's not anymore.
Dr. Pepper cream soda, so
yeah. Man, it was a real upsetting time to find out that BetterHelp was a scam all along.
Yeah.
After it played a very pivotal role in my divorce.
I feel like there's a lesson to be learned there, but I don't really know what it is.
Oh.
Other than don't go to BetterHelp for help.
Well, I only agreed to go to BetterHelp for what I thought was going to be like a preventative maintenance tune-up on our communication skills. That's what I thought we were doing. And then, yeah, then that was, we were about to adopt kids and had been married for 5 years, together for almost a decade. And then 3 months later, we were not any of those things.
And then you blinked.
Yeah. And, like, I'm not going to say it's 100% on BetterHelp, but, like, seeing that they were a scam, like it can't have helped.
No.
You could have had better help.
Oh my god, damn it.
Yeah, I could have. But man, it feels like painful to say anything disparaging about going to therapy, because going to therapy is awesome, but like I kind of regret going to that marriage counseling. Anyway, on a less depressing note, if everybody is back, we can get going again on the recordings.
Giga go geek.
And the words that I have said will be lost to time.
Were you?
Here's a nice soda opening for the beginning of my recording.
Well, I haven't done the clap.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know.
Editors, leave it in. Wait,
That's
I'm not
just
recording.
for the editors.
Now that too will be lost to time.
Now I am recording. Editors, leave that in. Yep.
That's just
They'll
for the
know what
editor.
to do. They'll be like, the fuck is he talking about? So I shared a Babish video in the BSing chat where he makes the Harold and Kumar White Castle order. I'm like, man, I could go for 30 burgers right now. I could go for 30 small cheeseburgers.
Man, the movie was so perfect in its time, and just we just don't need to talk. Like, it's fine. It can stay where it is.
I posted somewhere about, well, I didn't necessarily about, but we should name our group the Mongooses.
Yeah.
The Fighting Mongoose.
The Fighting Mongooses.
Is it because you are seeking snakes?
No, it's because I like
To presumably
Futurama.
Name and kill.
I mean, that's why
No.
Zuriel would want to name it, but you know.
It's because Fry thought it would be a good name for a team.
Well, I mean, he also thought the New Justice Team was a good name.
Alternate universe Fry.
Do you want to be the New Justice Team?
Oh God.
Sure. Wait. Do I want that to be our name?
Yes.
No.
But you could be Super King.
But we could be the Fighting Mongooses.
Yeah, but the Fighting Mongooses don't have Super King.
That's
He's got
true.
all the powers of a king.
Not
plus all the
yet.
I
powers
do
of
have a point,
Superman.
Schles.
Also, he's a robot. Ain't that cool? Super King, you rule. Like
That is pretty cool.
Like you're
Super
a king,
Robot Man.
but Superman. But so like Superman when he takes over the planet, but also you're a robot. So like if Brainiac won when Superman took over the planet.
My books are dumb.
Be a pretty sweet way to live.
Yes, they are. That's why I love them.
But they're also they're dumb in the good way, but also dumb in a bad way.
I have one of each.
Like 90% of what Frank Miller did is just dumb. Like bad dumb.
Frank Miller is not great. Like I do still enjoy the Dark Knight Returns animated movie from time to time, but like
When you have iconic scenes as Batman going, "I'm the goddamn Batman. It feels good to be Batman."
yeah.
And then Batman calling some kid a retard.
You shouldn't do that.
When
You
was
really
that?
shouldn't do that.
I don't think that made the animated feature.
No, probably not.
Well, the animated feature was made in like 2011, so a lot of the Frank Millerness got. I mean, like there's still like a topless Nazi with like swastika boobs in it, but like that is still relatively Frank Miller down from.
Thankfully, 2011 wasn't 2001.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I guess more 2.
In 2001, wasn't Frank, or in like 2002, wasn't Frank Miller writing stories about Batman like killing terrorists or something?
No,
I
just
guess
killing
too.
Middle Eastern people in general. Not just terrorists. It was very anti-Middle Eastern.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Mm,
I say in character as a reactionary shithead
Yeah.
in 2002.
That I do think that is a good approximation of Regulus's political beliefs. Is a reactionary shithead in 2002.
Yeah, except instead of Middle Eastern people or Muslims, it's Yoma Day worshippers, which is a little internally conflicting considering the God Claw.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's also the more vague and general, like, crime. Like, you don't hate Yomade worshippers. You hate the crime that they bring with them and the drugs.
I hate the Ioma Day worshippers.
Yeah, you do because your religion says to, but
Yeah.
I feel like Regulus just like believes that they have higher crime statistics, and
Well, they attacked the God Claw's fortress.
We
yeah,
got studies on Ioma Day and on
That
Ioma
was
Day
my
and
9/11.
the racial metaphor for ogre police neighborhoods, I guess, isn't as good a metaphor as. Actually, you know what? You're like the NSA spying on every Middle Eastern person in 2003.
Oh.
Let's move on from this subject.
So are we recording?
Let's move on from this subject now.
Oh, God, yeah.
Two things I want to say before we start.
We've gotten to a level where I'm not comfortable anymore.
One, Jasmine, you were correct. A fucking grilled cheese sandwich with tomato and chives is delicious.
Right?
I told you.
Oh
They're
my
great.
God. It's so
I would
good.
love some fucking.
I understand why you thought that could have caused a fire.
No, this is just because Jasmine on several occasions has burned something.
Okay.
Typically, when someone talks about a sandwich, I don't imagine the application of heat.
Yeah. Two.
What about
I
a
just
toasted
opened my-
sandwich?
I just opened my Twitter
It has a
to see
modifier
what was
of
going
toast.
on. And it said, "Oh man, I did the thing where you rest your head on your toddler's lap while they're distracted and watching TV to gauge their true feelings about you. And mine sweetly, absentmindedly patted me on the head and said, I really wish you would go away."
Oh no.
Oh,
I love kids sometimes. Sometimes.
So
20.
I'm gonna start recording now. That can be our icebreaker joke.
There you go.
I've recording. I've been recording for like
Okay. All right.
7
Yep.
minutes.
Then I will go down the way, and yeah, we'll do. All right.
We'll do the thing.
Schlessel, are you recording? No. Okay. That's why I do the thing. The hell?
Do
I
the
was
thing.
turning.
Bart.
I was turning my fan off.
Do the thing, Bart.
There were, there were exertion noises because I kept my headphones on and the cord is only so long.
Oh yeah, no, I immediately understand the situation.
I am recording now.
Sweet.
Shit.
Are you recording?
Yes, sir.
Sweet. Jess, are you recording?
I am.
Yeah. Jasmine, are you recording? I saw it light up, but I didn't hear a word.
Man.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Grapes, you are recording.
Okay, bad news.
What?
I
Yes.
stood up again to get a glass and unplugged my microphone.
Oh man.
Okay.
I'm recording now.
You're recording now? You're good now?
Yes.
This is
Alright.
absolutely perfect. I love this. I
Right.
love you guys.
All of this is captured by the Twitch stream. I can't bring myself to check if anybody's watching. Welcome to the
I'll
show.
Oh my god.
I'll look if anyone's watching. Hold on.
Oh, I love this shit. This is the chaos I'm
All
here
right, so doing the sync clap. Everybody ready?
for.
Yes.
One person, it says.
Okay.
I don't know if that's I don't know who. It says one viewer. Well, hello.
Anyway.
One viewer.
Yeah. Anyway.
Don't address the chat. Gosh.
I'm trying to do the thing, you guys.
Don't address the peasants.
I'm trying to do the sync clap. I need everybody to cooperate with that so we can start the episode. please.
Mm-hmm.
Was it on 3 or 3
No,
then
go
clap?
away. Go
You're
to-
doing it now just for the shit of it, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, I am declaring a moratorium on that bit.
On account
What does
of
that
I
mean?
might have an aneurysm.
It means you're not allowed to do it for 3 whole episodes.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
I have no way of enforcing it, but I am
Wait till
declaring it.
episode 9, fuckers, then I'll be back.
We're willing to find out.
Foreshadow. Or wait, no.
No.
But thanks, Frankie, foreshadowing.
Let's go.
All right, let's do this. Clap.
So, 3, 2, 1. Our story begins, as such stories often do, 6 whole seconds ago. Because that's how long a round of combat is. The story begins 6 seconds after the last story began.
We're good at this, guys.
No, it's like that's why I said expect combat to be very slow in the beginning, because
Yeah.
you're learning how things work. That's fine. That's why I keep telling you I want to answer like rules questions and stuff as we do them, because.
And this is completely different than normal combat.
Hold on, I find your use of normal to be very disparaging.
Trying to make it disparaging, but usually at this point, Regulus would have not made a man exist. I'm just saying.
Or a dog.
Or a dog.
There.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. I just went to a weird, like, clearly you're referring to 5e as normal for a second.
Oh god,
like
no.
my brain just
No.
short-circuited itself. I was like, what? Normal my ass.
No,
That was me.
This is me talking about our normal combat as this group.
Yeah.
Usually at this point somebody's dead.
Yeah.
So
It might be friend, it might be foe, but somebody is dead usually.
yeah.
But a
Meanwhile-
room full of people are soaking in fear piss, so.
Specifically one lady in the corner. She put her butcher knife down, so that's good.
Well, I meant the like 16 people in the tap room.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
welcome.
That might be more of note.
Yeah.
I guess.
So,
And
yeah.
Riley's invisible. That
Uh,
motherfucker.
that brings us to Uktuk. In the
Yay.
second round of this combat.
Yay.
Go.
So, what? Okay, question.
Yes, answer.
What is it, an action or free action to put away my mace?
That would be an action to like put it away. As a free action, you can just drop it.
Yeah, I will put it away as an action.
Okay.
I will move over to Blindy McBallrag,
Yeah.
and I will attempt to grapple him.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check, please.
Yay. Let me see here. Athletics, I have that.
Get it?
Oh, 10.
Oh.
Sorry.
Not a hubris.
Yeah, he's still just blindly throwing haymakers every which way. It's hard to like slip in to grab him, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, you have another action. I mean, you could just try again.
No, I don't.
Oh, that's right. You put one away and then move and grapple. See?
That's
Gotta
my
keep me
turn.
honest. All right, Charlie.
All right. Since Took wasn't able to grapple him and Keegan is still throwing haymakers, I'm going to let's see. I'm going to just debating whether or not to cast Cackle as my free action. Yeah, what the hell? I'm gonna cast Cackle,
Okay.
so that way I can prolong Shot at Night and sustain that spell.
Yep.
And So then, okay, I have 3 actions. So the first action, I'm going to cast Needle of Vengeance.
Ooh. That DC saving throw was nasty, though.
All right.
And that's a 1 action.
Oh my
It's
god,
from my basic lesson as a witch.
that's disgusting.
Oh, fuck.
Thank you, Mama.
Oh my god. All
That's
right.
nasty.
So
I like it.
Is that a I rolled the save now, or is that a if he tries to attack you?
A long jagged needle jabs into the target's foe psyche whenever it tries to attack a specifically forbidden creature. Yeah, actually, yeah. So
So if from the wording, the spell I do the save now, and that determines whether or not it affects him for the remainder of the duration.
Okay, yeah, that works. So
Okay.
I say it's myself that if he hits me,
All right.
You take damage.
See, he is unlikely to make that save, but let's see what happens. He does not make that save.
Oh.
I like how it's called a lesson.
Yeah.
It's like,
Stab
learn your
someone.
lesson, bitch.
Yeah, stab somebody in the psyche.
Well, it's a lesson because that's a lesson that Charlie received from her patron. Is how to do this. And
So
yeah, it would be very apt to like, and this is how you say, learn your place, bitch, with a spell. Like, that's a thing Charlie's patron taught her.
my patron is the goat.
Don't. I was like, don't give spoilers on air, Charlie.
Yeah, but yeah, he does not succeed at the save. So anytime he attempts to hit you, he will take that damage.
Okay. I have 2 actions left. So I just want to make it. I just want to understand. So right now, Riley is invisible, and he made a second action, which we don't know because he's invisible. Is that correct?
Yeah, you did not see what he did. He could have run. He could have drawn a weapon. He could have done any number of things.
Also,
you could seek and make a perception check to try and hear him.
That's true.
That
or
is
like
a thing you could do.
Spot footprints appearing in the dust or something.
James.
Yeah.
I was just gonna go ahead.
A 27. Would that be actually I don't actually a 27 is not a critical hit on god damn it. Kagan, by the way. I just want to make sure.
Are you fishing for what his AC is, or just whether
or not? Yes, I'm fishing for his AC.
There was no actual attack roll.
Okay, that's what I was wondering then. Well, it was kind of both. If that was an actual attack roll to be considered an AC, or to be considered an AC, to be considered a critical hit or not.
I mean, it depends on whether the thing that's happening is an attack, I guess.
Yeah. I would think if
for this spell, it's just if he attempts to harm Charlie, the spell affects him.
Okay, so it just lands if he fails to. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Thank you.
Yeah, so as long as he doesn't do that, the spell does nothing. It's an insurance policy.
Got it.
So you have 2 sustained spells right now?
No, I just have Shroud of Night as sustained.
This is
Needle of Vengeance is also sustained.
Because you used Cackle to sustain
for this round.
This round, yeah.
Now, what you could do now strategically is use 2 actions to sustain both spells, and then
you can. That's what I'll do.
Yeah. You can sustain more than 1 spell. Got it.
Yeah, as long as you have the actions, you can do it.
Because I still have 2 actions, so I would need to use those last 2 actions to sustain the Needle of Vengeance.
Not for this round. For this round, you have 2 actions remaining. I was just saying, like, on your next turn, you could spend 2 of your actions to continue sustaining both effects, and then just have 1 left for whatever else. That does mean most of your spells are off limits because you only have 1 action left.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but if you do need to drop one, you can pick which one you stop. So, like,
Okay. So then my last one, I'm going to shoot shit.
Person thing.
I'm trying to why doesn't it say how far? Well, it's a 15-foot cone. Okay, never mind. I'm going to I want to shoot in the general direction of Riley. Just wishing that maybe something hits. So he's 40 feet away. The 2 actions. Okay. Crap. There's one I can do that's 120 feet. Let me go find it. It's somewhere here.
Are you
Magic
trying to hit it with a
missile?
spell or?
Yeah, I'm just trying to hit in the general direction.
What?
Oh, you know what? I will do days. I'm going to hit days because it's the 60-foot range.
Okay.
I'm going to hit.
So the way that works is you would cast it on the square you saw him.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not an attack. I mean, it needs a target to attack. Actually, no, I think you just can't because you can't see him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I'm not able to do it. It's because I
Yeah.
need to see him. Okay.
What does it say for the target for days? Does it say target one enemy in days?
Yeah, one creature.
Yeah. So yeah, you need a target for that. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you, I thought you were like trying to look for an area of effect. Like if you wanted to Burning Hands the stage area, you could try that, but I don't think you have the actions to get there and cast it.
Yeah.
But like that could theoretically work, but yeah, anything that's point target, you cannot do to an invisible person.
Yeah,
Man, the glitter dust spell would be amazing right now.
My God, right?
Yeah, and that's the other thing to think about is there are also mundane ways. Like if you huck a bag of flour at that square, that'll tell you for sure whether or not he's still there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shit. Well, okay, so I don't have anything else.
Yeah.
That's my action. Yeah, I don't.
Bought bags of flour with your starting gold, huh?
Oh my
No.
God! It's okay. I can throw a bar of soap.
Bought soap.
Bar of soap on the ground, guys. That's what it's been used for. This.
I'm assuming Uktuk doesn't care about Riley because you've already completed your objective. You questioned him.
I mean, if I had to see him again, he's in trouble, and I saw him again.
I know.
I'm gonna actually just move over there. That's my last action. I'm just gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20.
All right. So with all the people laying on the ground, I'm gonna say the whole bar area is difficult terrain. So factor that into
unless you step on them? Question mark.
Well,
I'm gonna step on them.
What difficult terrain means is walking through that means you have to be careful of where you place your feet so that you don't fall. Now, if you step on a person and they give when you're not expecting it, you're gonna fall. Like,
I have 2 actions though, so could I just take the 2 actions and count it as one?
Oh yeah,
let's do that.
I'm just saying, like, if you have any ability that allows you to more easily traverse it or anything like that, it just mechanically it is a difficult terrain. So yeah,
I have Lawn Strider as a spell, but I didn't cast it, so that's that's a 2 action.
They're like if you have something that says you can move 5 feet further in difficult terrain than normal, or like
that's funny to me because stuff that allows you to ignore difficult terrain usually specifies the kind of difficult terrain. So now I'm imagining you ignore difficult terrain caused by bodies.
I mean, that's a normal thing to need. Like, that's a very normal tactical consideration in a combat environment.
This is true.
Anyway, yeah. But yeah, you can spend 2 actions, move there. Sorry, trying to keep it going.
Yeah, no, yeah, same. So
Okay.
that's my action. So
Yeah,
we're good.
Victoria.
So, um, so I shot Kagan, right?
Yes, you did.
Swinging.
Did how much damage did I do to him again?
3.
Okay. Okay.
And if anybody wants to attempt such a thing, if you want to know, like, gauging by that wound, what percentage of his hit points would you say it was? Like, if you want to spend an if anybody wants to spend an action to roll a medicine check, I will allow that. That is something that you can do.
Man, if only Possifer Dribbles was in here.
Well, I was hoping that maybe one of the other people was trained in medicine, at least.
Actually, wait, am I trained? Or did I choose crafting? I chose crafting.
What do you want me to do? Sorry.
Oh, I was just saying, anybody on your turn, if you want to attempt a medicine check to see how wounded that 3 damage made him, you could do that. That could be something to spend your actions on.
Oh, I see.
Spoilers,
Okay.
it's probably not a lot.
Yeah.
It could be either or, honestly.
Yeah. So, Victoria, it is, your turn. You hit Kagan with a shot, and he remains standing.
There's also Riley still invisible and doing whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I have left his his pawn on the square he was when he rendered himself invisible. Take that as no indication whether or not he's actually in that space. That's just
what Tori do?
Where he was. Anyway. So yeah, Victoria, what you got?
Okay. Let's see.
Uktuk is also trying to grapple him down.
Trying, not succeeding yet.
Not yet.
Can I shoot Kagan again?
Yeah. Oh god. Uktuk is just trying to bounce a fat, drunk, angry guy. It's funny because it's his bar.
I was like, hey, if she wants to.
Yeah. So that would require expending the action to reload your firearm, however many actions that is for you at current. And then after that, you can take another action to attack him.
I think it's one action to reload.
Yeah. It's just if you gain an ability that shortens that, then obviously that takes precedence. And I didn't know if you had any of those. Like Regulus has one for that.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Yeah, so I'm just gonna reload and shoot once again. Maybe in an area that's a little bit more painful.
Yep.
Shoot him in
Can
the butt.
do that.
Maybe close to the groin area.
Oh my god.
I mean,
oh my god.
Do you want to do a called shot? Because there are rules for that. Not really. I don't want to get into that. Just roll your attack roll, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Good girl.
Hit him.
Yeah, unfortunately, you do not hit him.
Well, at least it's not a critical failure, though.
It's not. So, like...
It's just a normal failure.
It's hard to tell objectively whether it was your shaky hand or his wild flailing. Probably
I'll just say it's his flailing.
Yeah, it's probably the flailing, right? But yeah,
it might also be the bourbon.
Does not find home.
Yeah, that's what we're worried about, is that you critically failing and maybe hitting Uktuk.
Uktuk would be in danger.
Or Tsuriel, because she's just behind the bar.
Yep.
Oh god.
Hey, you're a real cop now.
Also, yes, Jess. Free action. Victoria takes a sip of booze.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Can you do the thing I said where you walk over to the guy who got crushed by the door and finish his drink?
Somebody, anybody.
Please.
Oh, trying to steal my thunder.
You said
I
I
worked
will
hard for that
absolute-
critical against that door. All right.
You don't have to do that. You could also just reload again in anticipation of shooting him twice next time.
Which one would Tori do?
Honestly, she wants to go get that drink.
All right. Yeah, you can take a step up towards that other table, and yeah, you can polish off the drink of the man who is still lying unconscious on top of the door. Because it has only been 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
Oh, gosh.
Free booze.
Free booze. That's all that matters.
Hell yeah.
Oh Lord, here we go.
It's a caribou loo.
And then that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Was Jasmine actually taking a sip of booze while she sip?
Alright. And that makes it Kagan's turn.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
What is he gonna do?
Well, this may come as a shock to you. He is going to continue screaming and throwing wild punches, but now at Uktuk Square. Because you tried to grab him.
That was rude. You didn't even ask for consent, Uktuk.
Yeah, I thought that was very important to you.
Not in this context.
Okay, so, Uktuk, please roll for me that flat check.
9.
Oh no, he targets your square accurately.
Oh no.
Uktuk's
Exactly
beautiful
what I
face.
wanted.
Does a 22 hit you?
Yes,
my
it hits
God.
me.
Oh wait,
No,
I
it does not crit.
I forgot to
Flatfoot.
Oh wait, no, I did because I put it. It's in Hero Lab. I just check the condition and it does all the math for me.
Oh yay.
So yeah, that's his. Yeah.
That do be hitting.
Yeah.
How much damage?
Hold on. That is going to be a total of 9 points of damage.
Cool. I would like to use a reaction.
Go for it. This is what
I would like to use my Iron Command.
Yeah.
You dare strike me! Get down on your knees! And so now he has a choice. He either drops prone as a free action, and if he refuses, I will deal 1d6. Do I have this specific ability yet? I think I do. Where'd it go? Yeah, 1d6 persistent damage. So, does he fall to his knees?
He does not.
Okay. So now at the end of his turn, and every turn after that, he takes 1d6 mental damage.
Okay.
And then once he takes damage, he has to roll a flat 15. I think that's how persistence works.
Yeah. That's a DC 15 flat check to end the effect.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, how does Uktuk respond to taking 9 points of damage from one of those haymakers catching him in the brisket?
Just like what I said.
Oh, that's after? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then I'm going to throw another punch at you. But
At a -5? Wow. The fool.
I mean,
He clearly has a really, really high plus. So
yeah, about that. You know how he's blind?
Yeah.
Pluses are a lot less plus than normal.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm gonna assume a 6 is a critical fumble against
Yeah.
Uktuk, yeah?
Yeah.
Knock himself out. Oh
Yeah.
no.
So in addition to suffering the effects of Uktuk's command when his turn ends, he is gonna draw a critical fumble card out of the deck, and we're gonna see what happens.
Ooh.
Cool.
Let's see what he did.
So he takes 2 mental damage.
Owie.
He does. Alright.
And then he has to make the flat 15 DC roll.
Yep. And you know what? Because I value honesty, I'm gonna do this one in the chat. I'm doing most of the dice with physical dice, but you know what? Let's see if fate is on my side.
Oh.
A 19.
All right.
Fate is on my side. Jesus.
Fine. I just get to do it again.
Okay. Ooh. I'm upping the value of anybody wanting to take that medicine check. As he swings this punch, it connects in a similar spot to where the first one did. This one hits armor, though, and there is an audible cracking sound.
Ooh.
And it does not come from Uktuk.
Okay.
Yeah. Critical fumbles. It's a fun combat element, right? That's the end of his turn. Riley does a couple of things.
I hear his bones crack in his hand as he punches me, and I go, Asmodeus' will protects me.
It didn't protect you the first time.
No, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
You think I don't enjoy a little pain?
Yeah. I do want to draw attention to the fact that despite having 3 actions available, Kagan only threw 2 punches.
Yeah, because the third punch would have been a -10.
No.
It would have been foolish.
That was not the reason.
It's foolish.
But that does end his turn. Now, Riley is doing some stuff.
What are you doing, Riley? I called your bitch ass out. Get over here.
Okay. Riley does some stuff. It's now Suriel's turn. Suriel, if you want to use a seek action to try and get a clue of where Riley is, that is something you can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. That's perception. That's a 17. Roll 20.
Yeah.
What is happening?
Unfortunately, it is difficult to spot an invisible person.
You know, sometimes it just be that way, guys.
Oh, did have the new players not heard the flavor text for this place?
No, we did it the first time we came here with everybody.
But like for how the last stand is decorated.
I don't remember.
I don't think I did.
I don't remember.
And I want to say it because it's really cool. It's like a cool theme for a bar that I now know, like, with the context of the recon you already did on him, it's going to make a lot more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, here we go. Colorful wooden shields and weathered antlers hang upon the deck girding this rustic public house. Overhead, a sign... Oh, wait, no, that's for the outside. I'm talking about for the inside. But yeah, the outside is all, like, shields between the windows and stuff. Inside is later. Sorry, I didn't have the book open because all of this part was committed to memory, and I have Hero Lab for the stats. Here we go. Battered shields and dull pole arms decorate the walls of the Last Stand's tap room, overlooking the tavern's bar and tables. And then the small stage is in the left. But yeah, it's... Okay. Yeah, it's not as much as I thought. Anyway.
I like
Yeah, the walls are all decorated with shields and weapons and... Like, you know, the means of war. And the Last Stand is the name of the tavern.
Yeah. But you know what? I have 2 more actions, so I'm gonna spend 1 more to try and see where the fuck this bitch is. Again. That's 15! Do I want to use a hero point?
I keep forgetting there are hero points.
I don't know. No, I'm not going to use a hero point. I'm going to save it. I'm assuming a 15 is not high enough to even see where his feet would be, though. Like if he's kicking up dust or anything.
No, it would not be.
Okay. And with my last action, I'm going to go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here. To leave... Well, actually, I'm going to go right here. No, right here's fine. Just to see if stop anyone from trying to run up the stairs or run down the stairs or run back past the bar or anything. It's essentially just blocking any entrances or exits. This is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
God damn it, roll 20.
Regulus. What is your action plan?
First of all, does Regulus know the penalty for assaulting a duly appointed officer of the law?
Ooh.
For assaulting an officer? Yeah, you do. Actually, roll me your Hell Knight lore.
Getting there.
Oh no!
I think I'm gonna use a hero point. Or
Absolutely.
Yeah, because a natural one on that is bad.
But see, if
I don't know.
it really depends on what the truth is. Because if the truth is anything less than death, I might want the 1 so I can just kill this guy and think I was doing the right thing.
Well,
Regulus.
if it helps your decision any, the 1 is not going to be kill this guy. It's going to be that, well, that's for the union lawyers to decide.
Okay, I'll use the thing. Fine. Oh,
Killing
cool.
you.
I got an 11.
You only know the statute for if it does not result in meaningful bodily harm to the officer. Meaning, like, wouldn't heal naturally in a day or 2. In which case, it is 2 weeks in the stocks.
Ooh.
That is short of death.
He might die of exposure for 2 weeks in the stocks. Like, that's basically a long, like, that's a delayed death sentence. Unless, like, you know.
Who cares?
Okay, so Regulus is gonna move over here and play the look for
Riley game.
Riley game. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh.
26.
Oh, thank you so much for a natural 20.
Let's go.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
Regulus.
so
Let's
Regulus
go.
is, you're...
Oh, his creepy eyes glow so hard.
Yeah. So there's not anything for you to see. Like, again, Riley is invisible and nothing's, like, hitting him. But what you hear is very faintly the sound of glass breaking on the 2nd floor.
Oh, you motherfucker, I knew it! You guys stopped me from getting to the 2nd floor! God damn it!
That is so unfortunately unshootable.
Just shoot
No,
through that
Schlossel,
floor.
not shootable yet.
Yeah.
Just shoot through the floor.
That
Done.
also means you can tell Serial, hey, upstairs window, because she wanted to go up there anyway.
Yeah.
And then you can come around the bar and shoot Kagan in the back of the head because you feared for your partner's life.
Oh, speaking of, I would like to have you keep in mind that Dribbles is out back, and he does not necessarily rely on sight to know someone's around, and has been told to guard. Though he has been told to guard the door. So.
The back door. Yeah, that doesn't mean if Riley goes out the front window
because you
Dribbles
had
is
a
doing
natural
anything.
20 on the perception. I will tell you that you heard the sound of glass breaking from the first window on the second floor when you come up from the stairs, which is gonna come out right here.
Ah, you mother.
So if that is what you think it is, and somebody is escaping out the window, they're gonna land on the deck out here.
Okay. Dribbles probably wouldn't notice that.
Yeah, and that is honestly the only reason I am telling you the escape route, just for the sake of you keeping me honest with what's going on. And
I thought it was so Dribbles could save face.
That too, because he is the goodest boy, and I want Riley to get away, but also
Serial ain't letting him get away.
Yeah. So like if you had told him to patrol instead of guard, maybe.
Was checking the information on the penalty for assaulting an officer in action?
I mean,
Sounds like a recall knowledge.
Yeah, that would be 1.
Okay, then Regulus is done.
Okay.
You tell Serial where Riley that you heard the crashing upstairs.
Yeah, you can as a free action tell her like the first window when you come up the stairs.
Or do you just shout it out in general? Because that's important information.
No, he's going to be very quiet.
How could you do this?
Some people may not know he's there yet.
Oh, and he's being passive aggressive.
Yes, he is.
And that brings us
He's
to
upstairs. Sorry, I didn't mean silent. He's going to whisper.
Oh.
Yeah, but you're like whispering by her ankles.
Does she not have ears there?
No.
I probably wouldn't be able to hear you because you're so small.
You're weak and far away from her ears.
Then he like tugs on her skirt and points up.
Okay.
See, this is where the sign language would come in handy.
Right. It's more like you pull on my coat, but there you go.
He pulls your tail.
That would get her attention. Okay.
So yeah, Uktuk.
Okay. I will attempt to grapple once more.
Get this man.
Roll that athletics.
Get this man.
Yes. Shacha. That would be a 22.
Woo!
Okay, let me check his...
And it is versus a fortitude DC, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just checking to whether his condition is affecting that. It is not. So that is a regular success.
Sweet. So I believe a regular success is just grapple.
Yeah.
Opponent is grabbed until the end of my next turn unless I moved or your opponent escapes.
Okay. So yeah, with that is one action to take a hold of him. What else are you doing?
Okay.
Like punch him in the head if you want.
Let me take a look here. What do we got here?
Of course, that might be the sturdiest part of his body, so maybe don't do that.
How about using one action to take out some rope. And then can I use an action to tie him up?
I'm going to say that tying him up while he's resisting would take more than one action.
Then I will... Can I do something to, like...
You could begin the process. I'm just saying, like, it might take
Okay.
more than one action to, like, fully secure him.
Then I will begin the process of tying him up.
Okay, so we'll say you have, like, one hand tied. So on a subsequent round, if you want to spend one more action, you could have his hands tied together. And then I would say one more action after that would bind his hands to his waist. Does that sound fair?
Sounds good. So I could basically have that done next turn.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah, I basically like grappled him, like slammed him against the bar and started tying his hands together.
Yeah. So if you are able to maintain grapple of him, because technically, unless you take action to maintain it, the grapple ends at the beginning of your turn. So if you successfully maintain the grapple on him, and then use your other two actions to bind him, you would be done at the end of next turn. That, however, relies on him still being there, which...
Well, no, it says it's grabbed until the end of my next turn.
Oh, okay. I added all.
Unless they escape.
Yeah. I'm still learning 2E too, so like I don't want to...
But I get you.
Yeah. No, like if I'm wrong, say something.
Oh, gosh, my turn's over. Charlie!
Knock him out! Knock him out!
Charlie, it's your turn.
All right. So Charlie's first intention was to run after this bitch ass Riley, but then she turns around and sees Uktuk. Bitch ass. Then she turns around and sees Uktuk struggling with Keegan, and I need to drop one of my sustained spells. So can I keep?
You can choose whichever one you like to drop. So
I want to drop the Needle of Vengeance one.
Okay.
And because it casts Cackle, does that still sustain it, or do I need to use an action to sustain the spell Shroud of Night one more time?
You would still spend you'd spend an action to sustain it for this round.
Okay. I'll do that.
It's only one,
okay.
So you're fine.
Okay, so I'm going to use one to sustain Shroud of Night. My second action is to move the 20 feet to get to Uktuk and Keegan.
Uh-huh.
And my third action is to help Uktuk tie this bitch ass Keegan down.
Yay.
All bitch ass.
Oh, you are going to do the other two.
I'm just the last action of whatever I can get out of the last action. So if that's second hand, that's fine. And then Uktuk to do the third.
The one additional action would be his hands are tied together now.
Okay, that's perfect.
All right, Vittoria.
Uktuk just throws his hands in the air. Yay!
Oh, I'm not done yet.
No, because like you gotta get one more to get the waist, like his hands secured at his waist. Then you still gotta worry about his legs and like whether he's gonna bite you. Like...
Yeah.
Can I whisper in his ear as a free action?
Yeah.
What are you gonna whisper?
I'm gonna whisper in his ear. I like it when you fight.
Oh.
I like it.
I knew it was gonna be something.
And Charlie just cackles under her breath.
Are you okay, James? That noise.
What noise?
the groan of like regret that you have me playing Pathfinder with you.
That's not the part of the regret. That was just like for yes-anding that bit. I just regretted yes-anding that bit in particular. Anyway.
Giving us too much power.
Victoria.
Oh,
Are we shooting Kagan again, or
Or are you helping them tie him up?
oh, part of me wants to shoot him again.
I mean, you can. No one's gonna stop you. He's still a threat.
Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna shoot him again.
All right.
I think I need to reload though, so I'm gonna do that.
This was the last thing you did on your turn, because you reloaded, you shot, so you had one more action.
Oh no, I walked over and like
Oh,
finished off the drink of the unconscious dude.
oh yeah.
Okay, we need to pause for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah?
Everything's fine.
My recording stopped recording
Oh.
Oh.
Do you know
at
when?
some point. Yeah, it was right after I said some people don't know he's there yet.
Okay, so we can take out the dialogue that's lost there from the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can
Okay.
try and do that.
Yeah, as long as you can like isolate the time codes, like we can just extract it.
Yeah, I can just sort of sift through it. It'll probably be around like 45 minutes-ish into the stream.
Yeah, and then just anything that's you. There you go.
Yeah, pretty much all it was is, so I said some people may not know he's there yet, and then there was like some back and forth, and I'm like, he whispers. And you're like, oh, we won't hear. And I said the thing
was
about the
that
ankle
conversation.
ears,
It was the
and
ankle
then,
ears conversation.
and then tugs on skirt.
Right, I'm saying like we can proceed. That's not.
But yeah, if we want to do like another sync clap or something
Oh, I see what you're saying.
for my new recording.
Yeah, I get you. Okay. Then in 3, 2, 1, and that brings us back in.
Wait, can we do that again?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Are you ready this time?
Yeah.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. All right, we got it.
Yes.
Should be all good.
All right then. Yeah. Where were we? It was Victoria's turn. You're gonna shoot him again.
Victoria's gonna shoot him again.
Put a bullet in him.
Shoot him full of lead.
Shoot
Good
the
plan.
bullet that you shot before and push it further in.
Push it to the limit.
Is that a specific enough reference for anybody?
Oh
Holy
wow.
shit.
Oh my god.
I want to give you a critical hit so bad, but you are one away.
Oh man.
That's
also
12?
revealed.
Including him being flat-footed.
Let me see if,
Oh.
Yeah, that's actually important. Let me see if Hero Lab includes that, because I have him in his blinded. Let me see if taking that off raises his AC. It does not. Okay. So if I then add. See, this is why I ask. Keep me honest.
We got lots of things going on in our heads, so it's good to ask questions.
Yeah. So yeah, him being flat-footed to the attack because he's blinded. Yes, that will hit.
Oh my god.
Critical?
And it's a critical?
Yeah, that is a critical hit. So what
That's
that
nasty.
means
Let's go.
is your gun has a trait called Fatal D8. That means that your weapon damage die is normally a 1d4. For your critical hit roll, it is 3d8.
Oh wow.
This man is splattered.
And that is in addition to the how a critical hit normally doubles your strength bonus and that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's 3d8 plus all of that. And critical hit cards. I'm going to take one out of the deck.
And see what it do.
Yeah, and then you can choose whether to take the straight double damage critical hit, which is the 3d8, or the effect on the card and whatever it says.
Okay.
So roll the 3d8 first, I guess.
Well, no, it's before you roll the damage.
Oh, okay.
I don't want, because that way you can't, like, back out if you don't roll well.
Well, the music I have right now is absolutely perfect for this moment where this man might get his head blown off.
Okay. So, this
Really wish we
critical hit
wouldn't try
card-
to blow his head off.
This critical hit card is called Gut Shot.
Ooh.
It is normal damage,
Okay.
which means that it would be 2d8 for your hit, but he will also take a d6 of persistent bleed damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wanna do that.
The bleed?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, roll your damage with 2d8 plus whatever else you normally add to a weapon attack.
So it would be the 3d8 plus 2d8?
No, just 2d8 plus whatever.
Okay.
Because the critical hit didn't include double damage, so it's just I'm still executing the fatal property without including the double damage. Basically, is how I'm kind of house ruling it.
Okay.
All right. Do you add anything to that? Like on a normal.
It'd be 1d4 plus 1d8, not 2d8.
The fatal changes the base damage die and adds an additional die of the same size.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh.
So it'd be 2d8
I
plus
went-
1d4?
No.
Sorry.
No 1d4.
It's 2d8 plus whatever like fixed bonuses.
Gotcha.
Like if your normal weapon attack is 1d4 plus 1, then it's 2d8 plus 2. So like, do you have any of those?
Does not look like it.
No, probably not.
Okay. In which case, yeah, your bullet strikes him in the gut, and it doesn't do enough damage to fell him outright, but you do see a like spurt of dark blood squirt out of the wound.
Thank God.
So
Yeah, Jasmine.
Let's not try to kill him though. But yay.
Not yet.
This means that you can wait for him to pass out and then stabilize him.
Yeah.
Who here can stabilize him?
Tie him back, tie him all the way up, and then bring him back.
Medicine?
Mwah.
We got a whole ass combat medic.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Battle medicine.
So yeah. Then, if you feel confident, you can hit the DC 15 on the medicine check to stop his bleeding, like the first or second try. You could probably wait for him to bleed enough that he passes out and then stabilize him.
If you don't, I still have a hero point. Tori still has a hero point, and Grapes, you still have a hero point, right?
I'm not saying you should or have to do that strategy. I'm just.
And that would be at my next turn that I would do the medicine check, correct? You don't want me to do it now.
Oh no, I'm saying you don't need a medicine check to know that, like, nobody would have to roll a check. Like, if you see blood spurting out of a gut wound, like, you know that he's bleeding out. The DC 15 check is to physically stop the bleeding when the time comes. I was just saying, like, whether or not you feel confident in being able to hit that on cue.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because if you miss it more than like twice, he's gonna die. So there's a risk in that strategy.
Gotcha. Okay.
While we're talking about adding conditions, I gotta add grappled also.
Yeah.
Especially since it's about to be his turn once Vittoria is done. Yeah. So that was one action to fire the gun and cause this horrific gut wound. Anything else you want to do, or have you ruined this man's life enough?
That laugh was really creepy. Holy shit.
So yeah, by my count, you have 2 actions remaining.
Well, I used one to reload my gun, I think.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that was the first thing you did. So 1 action left.
Yep.
1.
You want to shoot again at -5?
Or do you want to walk around and find another drink?
Actually, that's actually, yeah. I'm gonna go around and try and steal someone else's drink.
All right.
Nice.
Roll me a d4.
Okay.
A 3.
All right. The other drink on that table there is a tin cup full of dwarven brandy that only has a little bit of blood in it.
You know what? A drink's a drink. I'm gonna drink it.
And it's fresh. Like, you just saw the arterial spurt that got it.
Adds flavor.
Adds a nice tang.
Yeah. Get your minds out of the gutters. Arterial spurt is a medical term.
It wasn't in the gutter until you said something.
Oh, fuck,
healthcare worker.
Bleeding so much. Yeah, like, I don't. Why am I explaining it? You fucking know. Goddamn.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
And like,
saw
have they
a gut wound that was just.
Yeah.
If it spurts, you hit an artery.
Yeah. That's
because
that's an important spot right there.
That's fucked.
Yeah, that's bad news.
On to the next.
So yeah, that's my turn.
Yee.
Kagan screams again, and Charlie is going to attempt to headbutt you.
Huh?
Good thing we killed all the guards, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Does a 19 hit you, Charlie?
Oh my god.
Did you roll the flat 10 because it's still blind?
Oh yeah, Charlie, can you roll that for me, please?
Thank God.
So roll it, what, a d10 you said?
Just roll a d20, and you want to get 11 or better.
Okay, alright.
Oh,
no.
No.
I'm using a hero. Can I use a hero point?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm using a hero point.
You did this last session, too.
Yeah.
Like, it's this roll for some reason.
This bitch ain't fucking...
no!
Oh,
no!
Oh, man.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
it's just one.
okay.
It's just
one.
Yep.
At least it went up this time instead of down.
Unfortunately, Charlie, he's going to make pretty good contact with this headbutt. It is 10 points of damage.
Oh!
He power attacked again.
You still have the needle effect
No,
up? Oh no.
That he could be blinded.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Fuck. Okay, so 10 points.
It's funny because he only knows where you are because you touched him.
Makes sense. It makes sense.
And I whispered in his ear.
Yeah.
See, that's what I get for being horny on Maine. That's...
Yeah, he might have broken your nose. 10 damage is a lot.
A lot of damage.
Especially for a second level spellcaster.
Don't worry, they won't be able to tell the difference between the speckles of blood and her freckles.
Yeah, his third action is checking the gut wound, feeling the blood come out, and going.
Oh.
How does he feel if his arms are tied?
Oh yeah, they got his
Hands are bound together. They're not bound around his waist yet.
Well, I'm grabbing him by the hand, silly.
Well, you could probably jerk his gut close enough to his hands to like get a general sense of what's going on.
I don't know. Make that escape check.
He's not trying to escape. He's just trying to touch his stomach.
No, I refuse.
Actually, you know what? I will roll in athletics as he attempts to just like yank his way free of you.
So that's actually an unarmed roll.
That's an athletics check. He's attempting to escape a grapple.
So I just checked the escape action.
Uh-huh.
Where'd it go? There it is. Attempt to check using an unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect.
Okay.
And then I guess DC is 10 plus whatever skill. Is that what that means? Or was that what I rolled?
Roughly.
So he has to be at a 17 then.
Okay.
That's my athletics for grabbing him.
Okay. Because of the multiple attack penalty, I am doing this as a flat. So I have to roll an 18, 19, or 20 to do it. So I'm going to do this one in the chat.
Ooh.
He does not get away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Almost like, blood loss and head trauma weaken the muscles a bit. Riley does some shit, etc., etc. Surreal.
That's what it comes down to, is Riley does some shit.
So he takes that bleed damage. Did you count that?
Oh, yes. I almost forgot to roll it. Like, I pulled the fucking thing up and didn't do it.
I'm gonna wait till you roll
then
that.
Rolls for the persistent stopping.
Yep.
So you don't forget.
He takes 5 points of bleed damage. Much blood escapes the body. And to stop, exactly 15.
Ooh,
I think that makes it.
This man is resilient.
I mean, yeah, you think so? I saw his records.
Well, he just like
stopped his own bleed.
He just flexed a bleed closed.
He glared at the wound and it closed.
You get back in there, blood.
He
essentially
to call the artery supervisor. Anyway,
oh my god.
Yeah, Surreal, it is your turn.
Surreal's gonna make her way upstairs. How many actions would that take?
So it would take one action to get up the stairs, and then a second would get you into the upstairs hallway.
Okay, so I'm gonna take those 2 actions to get into that upstairs hallway.
Okay.
And
when you do the second floor hallway,
mm-hmm.
The hallway kind of comes at an L, and it has this room at a wall where it turns in this way, kind of. So this is the first door you see on coming up the stairs and into the hallway. That door is open, and the window is broken out.
Mm-hmm. Surreal is gonna take a leisure walk that way to that door.
Inside this room,
mm-hmm.
You see that unlike all the other rooms for the inn, there's no bed in here. There's just like a card table and 6 chairs, and then another chair by the window with a hooded bullseye lantern by the window. And then there's like 6 or 7 other chairs up here.
Okay.
like discarded snacks and beverages. Like some people had been in here for a little while, playing a card game, waiting for the fuzz to leave.
And as she's making her way down the hallway, she's just gonna hum to herself a little bit. She's mad. Thuriel is very mad at Riley right now. And she's gonna say, Riley, I don't know why you're running. I thought we had a connection. I thought we had something special. I just wanted to talk. And I'm assuming he's not in the room anymore, given that the window is broken. And I'm gonna look out the window and well, actually, yeah. Perception check.
Yeah, roll me a perception.
Perception to see where this man is. Come on, roll 20. There we go. A fucking 21.
So you don't see anything, but you do hear faintly from like the alleyway across the street. The green one wanting to pull off my toenails killed the romance a little.
Oh, now she knows where he is. Oh man,
an alleyway across the street, far away from the party.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to pursue this man alone? This man who, at the very least, can cast the spell Invisibility, which is a 2nd level spell.
Right.
Normally I would make you roll for that, but...
Fuck it, yeah. That's what you wanted to do in the first place.
You're gonna pursue Riley alone?
Yeah. Suriel is mad, and she is not thinking.
Oh no. Are you gonna take the same exit he did?
Got in the back with a relatively high-level caster. Yeah, look, I wasn't joking. When Suriel told Charlie she knows fucking nothing about magic, that includes casters.
I have so much to teach you.
Do you want to roll for that?
What would that be?
In this case, it would be occultism.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. That's an 18. That is a lot. Why was that so much better than all of my perceptions?
So, you spent enough time around bards. Bards use the occult spell list, which use occultism to know stuff about. Yeah, every bard has access to invisibility at 3rd level.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't even know what level he could be.
So yeah, that's the minimum.
5 better on that time. That's true, you're right. She is gonna pursue him, but safely. After a little bit of hesitation.
What does that mean?
She's not gonna run up on this man. She's not gonna act stupid this time. She's not gonna run up on him, yelling his name. She's gonna try and find him and at least get to where he might be going. Find where he might be going. You're stupid, Jess. Just stay 30 feet away.
You'll be fine.
Where are you getting this 30 feet from?
A lot of my spells say, like, the range is 30 feet.
Oh. I thought you meant from Riley. I was like, what is 30 feet? Like, what do you...
No, that's, like, the range of the spell.
Yeah, I get you.
Flessel's making a big fuss about me jumping out a window like that hasn't been done several times before.
Yeah, and doing it as part of a foot chase to catch a mysterious stranger, I would consider panache-worthy.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I'm gonna do it.
Oh,
Duh.
no. I made the candy too sweet.
No, I mean, it was already part of the plan anyways. Like, that's why...
I was just trying to justify it retroactively.
Yeah, it's literally at the moment I knew Riley was upstairs, I was like, Suriel's going out that fucking window.
Was the glass breaking a big enough clue, or?
When he went invisible, I was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, so you have the answer of where everybody was when you were here before.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They were just
And
waiting for you to leave.
To leave.
And see, I don't know if anybody else remembers, but I know you in like DMs. I was teasing you that like you're really overthinking this.
Yeah, and it's fucking hilarious because I didn't want to accidentally like do something mean and tip everybody off by checking all the room. That's why I really wanted Charlie to go in with Steven and check upstairs. Because he'd be able to pop his head in through under a door no problem without getting caught.
We solved the mystery.
We solved the mystery.
Whose
guys.
turn is it?
Well, I'm jumping out a window, and then that ends my turn.
Right. So I am going to remove you from the combat, as it were.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll just kind of theater of the mind what's going on with you on your turn.
Yeah.
Regulus.
Regulus craves violence.
Oh, and before I forget, as a free action, Surreal did yell. He's running out of the tavern down the stairs.
Did I rush through the end of your turn of you jumping out the window because there's acrobatics and such?
Yeah, I was about to ask that too.
Okay, yeah. Roll me an acrobatics check as you dive out the window.
That's a 10. That's gonna be a hero point right there.
Smart.
Is it? Actually, yeah, it is.
I have
catfall. I have catfall.
Oh, this is to clear the window without getting cut by the broken glass.
Get killed in an alley.
Yeah, with catfall, I would
don't re-roll it.
Because I'm on the second floor on top of that. So.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot drop. I wouldn't make you roll it, but you're trying to like leap through a window and not get cut by the glass is what the acrobatics is for.
Yeah. But I might need it because I'm chasing after a caster. That's the thing. Like at this very moment, Surreal very much knows that she has to be extremely careful.
So yeah, are you using the point or not? Need you to choose. Choose.
5 seconds. 4.
No,
3.
I'm not.
No? Okay.
No, I'm saving that just in case I actually need to save her life.
All right. So you clear the jump and land effortlessly on your feet and into a run, and you get about 3 steps in and feel kind of a burning pain in your calf.
Yeah.
You have taken 4 points of slashing damage from a cut that has gone clear through your boot into your leg.
Oh, you're fine.
That's fine. That's nothing. It's not the worst she's felt.
I mean, no.
She doesn't have hooves.
Not all tieflings. Hashtag ass.
God. She is wearing
Not having hooves is a
heels.
mistake.
Also,
she's wearing high heels.
That's the kind of comment that goes in the Twitch chat, so people can see it. Otherwise, we sound like lunatics.
It's fine. We already sound like lunatics, anyways. That's the end of my turn.
All right, interesting time. Yeah.
Also, parkour. Yes, I have.
Parkour. Did it?
What percentage of your hit points would you say that is?
Barely 1%.
What?
Really?
You do not have 400 hit points.
I'm joking. That's
Do you have what, like 20?
I have 30.
Jesus, you have 30 at second level?
Oh yeah. I took the feats I took for a reason. And the background.
Charlie with 22 hit points to start be like.
So yeah, that's like 12% of your hit points.
Yeah. She's a thick girl.
Yeah.
Canonically, Charlie's thick too. I mean,
Charlie is thick, but she's squishy.
Yeah,
well,
she's squishmallow.
Well, like with Kagan, there is a difference between like having mass and being robust. Like
yeah.
Very fair.
Like constitution also refers to like stamina and also your like immune system fighting off poisons. Like it's just your body is a fighter. Like a drunk Southie in New York. Like it's just ready to swing. Like Kagan, who is a drunk Southie fighting
Who's
the
ready?
NYPD.
Who just headbutted a wizard.
Oh god, he's blind because you pepper sprayed him.
Yes.
The
Speaking of
sustainment is
pepper
you just
spray.
keep spraying. Anyway, yeah, Regulus, you crave violence.
Yes, Regulus still craves violence. I've had a lot of time to think about what I'm going to do. Strike twice, punch this guy.
Holy shit. Oh my god, a tiny doll fist.
Yes, a tiny doll fist. Unfortunately, I got a 10. So, that's probably not going to be very effective.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're, well, we all appreciate your passion. Punching him in the ankle has not been very effective.
Also, because Regulus is tiny, he is occupying his space as well.
Yeah, which is actually pretty neat. It's like, if you do land the blow, like, you could do some damage and also, like, from a physics standpoint, knock him over pretty easily. Anyway.
Maybe.
That's my turn.
Yeah, Uktuk.
Alrighty. Man. First things first. I'm just gonna pop this guy in the back of the head with a punch because I'm getting tired of this guy.
Perfect.
Does a 22 hit?
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think that's a D4.
Yeah, plus your strength modifier.
5 non-lethal damage.
And he goes limp.
Like, I said, comply.
Yeah, he just
Struts. I figured he was pretty low in health because he took a lot of damage.
yeah.
So far, I was like, all right, I could probably guess he's getting there.
Yeah, but also like he took a lot of damage, didn't he? This guy's a
Took a lot of
Yeah.
damage.
Not so subtly reminding us that this man is about to go down. We just have to hit him a couple times.
All right.
Well, I mean, but he also
And then
like, just flexed his bleeding stopped. I didn't expect that.
And then I use my other 2 turns to tie him up fully.
Okay. In that case, since there is no resistance in here, do y'all want to consider that out of initiative for you guys? Or is there anything else you want to, like...
I mean,
We have completed phase 1 of the plan. We have kicked ass. Now we take names.
yeah, that's true. Unless
Paperwork.
anyone else wants a piece of this.
Well,
Who else wants a piece of this? I'm assuming no one wants a piece of this.
I did also say that Cyril did yell that she's chasing after Riley.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
whoever-
that's the other thing. You all
I'm
know
gonna roll
that.
perception. I'm gonna roll perception
Oh
to see
shit!
if I heard
Right.
You just see her. I don't even know if you have to roll
oh,
perception
fuck.
to hear
All right.
to hear she yell. I think you saw her fall out the window and just saw her land in the front yard.
Okay, with a 22, I probably heard and saw that.
Yeah, I would say with a 22, yeah, you either like clearly heard what she said, or you heard the loud yell and then saw her, or you saw something because, as we previously established, the windows are kind of fuzzy. But
Frosted.
But yeah,
Well, the door is gone, so maybe.
well, the downstairs windows is what I'm talking about.
Just
So you
just
heard
hear,
the loud
just hear,
noise, you see
just
something.
ah! Fall.
So you know she's out there. The question is, do you care to pursue?
Well, Uktuk is probably the only one strong enough to attempt to drag this fool.
Mm-hmm.
So Uktuk will not follow Cyril. As Schlessel has said, accurately, we need to take names. It is now the name taking stage of the fight. Time to throw them all in a potty wagon.
Which
Fox his arm.
Officer Dribbles needs to.
Regulus would love to participate in the taking of the names, but he is the only one with a ride, so he's gonna get in on this pursuit.
Oh, fine.
Just like,
Before you
"Fine,
leave, as you leave, Uktuk will say, "Hey, can you get some guards to gather up these criminals?"
They're all dead.
What?
I'm just here somewhere in the background. We killed them.
Charlie goes, yeah, we kind of murdered them. They weren't happy that we fired their sheriff. Yeah.
You killed all the guards.
It bum rushed us first.
So I think what you're referring to is you killed 6 of the deputies. Well, you killed 4 of the deputies, and Simri killed the other 2.
Two. Yeah.
The guard that Uktuk would be referring to is, as you recall, the Baron's household garrison are now handling the day-to-day the.
Oh fuck! Right, them.
Yeah, they're handling the beat cop, plainclothes cop kind of law enforcement, and you guys being more doing investigations and such. But yeah, you could go fetch some beat cops to round up these prisoners. Yeah, you killed the deputies, who are more what you guys do.
Scratch that. They're not dead.
Yeah, that's why I was
that was other people.
All right. For a second, I thought you said the criminals were dead, and I was very confused. Because I know I scared them, but I didn't scare them that bad.
First of we're establishing a fake story of oh yeah, they were all mad and they attacked us, and unfortunately they were all killed in the struggle.
Had to kill them.
There was an accident and the bar burned down.
Yeah,
Regulus says, throwing alchemist fire.
Because believe it or not, I, as a GM, prepared for that eventuality.
Always prepare.
Is it because I keep talking about burning stuff down?
I think so.
Yeah,
it might be it.
I actually have prepared material for if you execute all of the patrons and / or burn down the
Execute
bar.
Order 66.
Are we out of the initiative now, or are we still in initiative?
Well, that's what I was asking. Is anybody who wants to join the pursuit and try and catch up to Kells or Riley, whichever name I use normally, you can do that. If you're just staying here or going to get guards, you can kind of switch into narrative mode, and we'll just resolve the pursuit before we call it a game.
Okay.
Hey, does Charlie know dancing lights? Because I could use some flashing red and blue lights right about now.
Oh my god, that would be incredible.
Perfect.
Oh man. Well, wait a second. Let me count. I
Don't you have prestidigitation?
I have prestidigitation.
Can
Doesn't make
prestidigitation
lights.
do that? Damn it!
No.
Right.
Regulus.
Because that's what dancing light does.
Mm-hmm.
There are feats that can. There are a lot of feats that can give you cantrip spells. You could have your own flashing lights.
Could she
make alchemical lights?
Yeah.
Could she prestidigitate one of his eyes blue?
You could make a doggy saddle that has the lights on them.
Yeah,
That's
there are all manner of situations. But anyway.
Or no, a doggy helmet that has the lights on them.
okay. For later. Write that
Yes.
down.
Write that down, Schlessel. Doggy police light helmet.
So who's going where? Who's doing what?
Uktuk is keeping an eye on these criminal scrum.
Scrum.
Yeah, Regulus is going to do his best to chase.
Go ahead.
Victoria's staying in the bar.
Just for the bar, though. Nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Just for the booze. She's protecting
just for
the
the
booze.
Okay.
Charlie will look at Uktuk, be like, "You're good though. You're good."
Oh yeah, I'll be fine.
Right. She's gonna.
If he wakes up, I'll give him another kick in the head.
1 second, and Charlie leans down to Keegan's face, spits in it, and then goes running after Suriel.
Oh yeah, just bloody nose and all, fucking charging off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're fine.
So no one's gonna get some guards to help me with this.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do
that's
that.
where I figured you were
Thank you.
I was like, I was debating whether or not to do one or the other. So yeah, that makes sense. I'll go
I
get
have another long range shooter on my tail, so
yeah.
Relatively
Yeah, you're
better
right.
than I would by
Yeah,
myself.
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll go get some. I'll get like somebody with the paddy wagon.
All right. Then it is to
Chase
Suriel.
time.
Yeah, you are on the ground now. Your landing was a little rough, but you stabilized yourself because you rolled a 10.
Yeah, but
so
it
it's
wasn't that
mainly
bad.
like taking the injury 3 off, but yeah, you have the alley ahead of you, the way that you heard Riley's voice come from, and now like I'm not gonna make you roll a perception. Like you can clearly hear footsteps like running away from you in that direction.
Okay.
And if you like squint, you can kind of see splashes.
How far away would you say he is? Because I want to try something.
What are you going to try?
I want to throw my sword.
He's too far for that.
Okay.
Don't throw your weapon. It's the only one you have.
No, I have 2. It's fine. And I have a hand crossbow. So it's fine.
Use the hand crossbow.
That's the other thing. It's like that's why I really wanted to know how far away he was, because either I can shoot him with my hand crossbow or sword.
He's probably close to 100 feet away from you.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna chase him down. Just yelling his name. Riley, get back here. She's not happy, and it's very clear.
Riley's breaking curfew now.
Yeah, he's breaking curfew.
I think if he went before a judge, running for his life would be considered an exception.
He's not running for his life. He's running from an officer of the law. That's different.
She's not going to kill him.
Afraid for his life.
That doesn't matter. He's a fugitive now.
Only cops can say that line.
I mean, so can famous entertainers.
He's a fugitive now. His safety is nobody's concern.
His only crime is fearing for his life when you...
His crime was illegal congregation and running from the law.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to lawyer it. Anyway.
Yeah. Can I, to be safe about this...
And now breaking curfew.
Because Suriel's just going to be showy about this. I'm going to get on another roof. The closest, lowest one, of course. That's the easiest to get on top of to keep up with him. But to stay relatively out of his range. She's angry, but not stupid.
Okay.
She's just going to follow him on the rooftops.
Okay, roll me a perception, please.
Perception. Oh, Jesus. Discord notifications, go away. Let me hit perception. That's a 16.
Okay, from ahead, you faintly hear his voice again. As he kind of calls back.
Oh.
You know, I'm glad we have this chance to chat. I think you're the only one who'd believe me anyway.
She, slightly confused, just gonna squint at him. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Slow down and come talk to me if you want to say something. She's gonna try not to call him a bitch. She's gonna stop herself.
I think the time for talk has passed, unfortunately.
Hmm.
The truth is, I don't know anything, but I don't think your friends would believe that I don't. I'm just trying to make an honest living, and now I'm just trying to get out of town to keep my hide alive.
How close am I to him at this point?
You're still a good ways away from you. Like as you you got up onto the roof and followed his path, you're still far enough away that like he would have to like raise his voice for you to be able to hear him clearly.
So I just saw Regulus move across the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to use intimidation or diplomacy. I still have my hero point. I'm gaining on him.
It's objectively true.
It is. I mean, you started with a delay, but have a faster foot travel speed than he does. But
Riley's
got the detriment of not knowing where he's going.
Yeah, Riley's got no thoughts, only vibes.
But at this point, I think I might hear some yelling.
Oh,
yeah.
Can I just say something?
Yes.
I would 100% believe the fact that Riley doesn't know anything.
Riley don't know shit.
Riley doesn't know that. That's one of the things Riley doesn't know.
The fact, Oni, that you constantly believe that he would know anything
No,
is
I don't
very
believe
silly.
he knows anything. I know he's a bard and that they travel a lot, so they collect a lot of information.
That doesn't mean they know things.
Okay, so just real quick to recap, you said, I don't think he knows anything, I just think he collects a lot of information.
Mm-hmm. So he can tell me interesting stories.
That normally means he knows something.
Like, you know, how he knew that interesting story about maybe possibly meeting the Angel Knight. Suriel is chasing him down because he can be a good informant if she gets him right. That's what she wants to do. Also, right now, he's breaking the law.
Yeah, and actually, like, you caught him performing to a larger crowd than was allowed. Like,
yeah.
And the one of the many things you need to successfully cultivate a snitch is something to hold over them as leverage if they don't want to do something.
Yeah. And he's a dog of the state. I need to get a collar on him, that's all, guys. Also, again, he was breaking the law, and we're not letting anybody get away. At least Suriel isn't. She's in perfectionism. But what was I gonna do? Suriel is gonna say, can you just stop moving so we can talk? I'm not here to kill you. I'm not even trying to hurt you. No one in there was trying to hurt you, but you started running. And I am gonna roll diplomacy, actually, this time. Because I'm not trying to scare him for once. Okay. Running is tiring, bitch.
Yeah. And your leg is wounded.
Yeah, I'm using that hero point.
Yep, that's a better time to use it than to avoid taking damage.
Yeah,
well, you
damage.
Have to fix that boot.
Yeah, that's better. That's a 22.
All right. It says, if I do this and I wait around long enough that the spell fades, you promise me I walk.
She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it long and hard. I say long, but it takes her about, like, maybe 3 seconds. She sighs. I can't promise you that much. You were breaking the law, and that is my job. But I might be able to get some leniency on you if you come back and you listen.
Promise me the green one doesn't touch me.
I can promise you the green one won't touch you. I can promise you that, yes. If he can see her, because her eyes do glow in the dark, so she kind of rolled her eyes. Like, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you hear him kind of mutter to himself about being either crazy or stupid or both. He then becomes visible and is slowly walking towards you. And he has his hands like out to his sides, like palms open. And just slowly walking towards where you are.
Suriel is she still has her sword drawn. She's making it very obvious that if he pulls anything, he will most definitely get stabbed.
His hands are physically as far away from his weapons as they can be without like pulling them out and throwing them.
She's going to pull them off of him herself, so he can't do anything.
Yeah, I presume you hop down off your rooftop.
Yeah, hop down and start taking his weapons off of him.
He keeps his hands up and out and open the whole time. Doesn't resist.
Also, Jess, I never mentioned anything about Charlie. Charlie can do whatever she wants.
Yeah, what Charlie does is Charlie's business.
Exactly. It's Uktuk will brutalize him. Charlie and Suriel will mentally destroy.
Whoa!
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's a charismatic narcissist.
Who? Riley or me?
Riley.
Oh. I mean, Uktuk's charismatic.
Like, look at his paw, and he's clearly in the middle of winking at somebody's wife.
Right. So,
like,
after
you know the old paintings that no matter where you stand, their eyes follow you in the room?
Oh, God.
This picture.
This icon is wherever you're standing in the room, he's winking at your wife.
Yeah, that's funny. I like that.
You just hear Careless Whisper start playing whenever he appears.
He is a very charismatic narcissist.
All of a sudden, like, wind, like furls his hair up about.
So,
I wouldn't. Plus, hold on. I would not brutalize him. I'm much more proficient than that. Yeah.
You just said once you start, you can't stop.
I never said that.
You said the next time you see him, he's in trouble. Okay?
Yeah, he's in trouble.
You're in trouble, young man. Go stand in the corner.
He is in trouble. Was I wrong?
Like, you go stand
Was I wrong?
The goat skeleton and the halfling.
Plus, he never said anything about his loot, so I can touch that.
That's true. Loot's fine. He can definitely buy another one. In the moments walking back, Suriel is most definitely has a really tight grip on one of his arms, twisted behind his back, and she takes his hat and puts it on her head because it's
power move.
That's
fancy. A power move right there, and I'm here for it.
And she's gonna say, "You try anything funny, it will not be a fun night for you. Not like upstairs earlier."
Yeah, he just says, "That's fun for you."
It wasn't fun for you. You weren't turning red.
Let's just say it was on the line.
Okay, sure. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Push him forward, walking back to the tavern.
Yeah, he doesn't fight you at all, and Regulus, you do catch up to him pretty quickly.
Okay. So when Regulus catches up...
Oh my god!
He is going to say to Suriel that she should cover her ears.
She can't really. She has one arm. She has one hand on his arm.
Regulus,
that's cool.
Doing?
Just a little police brutality.
Oh my god. Suriel is gonna, like, back up. He's holding Riley
towards you like a
oh no. So lance. Also importantly, he gets off dribbles and approaches on foot.
Oh no, he's off dribbles. Oh, this is serious.
And then he's gonna throw a thunderstone
at
the square next to Riley.
Oh man, I thought we were doing like
gonna shoot him.
shoot his knees.
No, it's just some light police brutality.
Say goodbye to
Only
your
a small
kneecap.
amount of flashbangs.
I thought you
Say
were going
goodbye
to
to your-
Dribbles bite him.
Right. It's like
No.
Regulus
So-
was really about to say goodbye to your kneecaps, old man. I thought that was gonna happen.
So he'll take 1 damage, sonic damage, because 5. Fucking, I rolled a 5, which is enough to hit a square.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Luckily, what I targeted because I didn't want to hit him.
Or me.
Yeah, that too. Of course, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Like just before you do that, Suriel's gonna be like, wait.
Suriel, I want to rewind on something. When you take Riley's weapons from him, what are you doing with them?
Oh, I'm putting them whatever I can in my pocket, or latching it because I still have enough space for like one or two other weapons.
Okay.
So I'm.
And
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to open up my notes.
it's a very temporary effect, but I do need him to make a fortitude save.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to check. What the fuck?
23.
Yeah, that's probably gonna make it.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Which means I need to throw another one.
Is it possible
So-
for me to spend a hero point to make him re-roll that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually is.
Yo, I want to have Riley re-roll that.
Okay. Reroll that fortitude save. And that time it's a 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what is the DC of a thunderstone?
I think it's an 11.
Oh wait. Oh, I think it's 17. Let me make sure.
Seems high for a first level item.
Yeah, DC is 17.
Wow.
That's
Is
very
this
useful.
yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why.
Okay.
That's why crafting is good. It uses your class, your class DC.
So it's really not a huge deal, but it might cause him existential panic very briefly because he is deaf.
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I made him re-roll that now.
I'm gonna say Suriel essentially strapped all of his stuff behind her back so he can't reach it. She has a couple of latches and stuff to hold weapons there. So.
Okay.
For just one whole round.
Well, he spends that round shrieking like a child. Because
Yeah, worth it.
If only Uktuk was there to hear it.
Oh, but Uktuk is like, I think it's going real well out there.
I don't know why, but I just got the sense that someone somewhere is suffering.
It feels
It's like when a
his heart
dog
was
hears like
going
those silent whistles and it's like, whoa, what?
What the fuck?
He just gets that feeling, silently chuckles to himself, and enjoying the moment of a random stranger in peril before moving on with his day.
You know that scene in
So much.
you know that scene in Scrubs where they bring up the sex gong whenever
Oh yeah.
JD or Tucker have sex, they ring the gong,
God.
and then like the other one just looks up and goes, "Nice." That's pretty much what I do. I just kind of like look up and I go, "Nice." That's
So-
nice.
To be like fully transparent, I guess the DC is 17. It's actually an alchemist class feature that lets you raise the DC, and the DC on the Thunderstone is just 17.
So you.
I don't have the thing.
Oh,
that-
wow, okay.
If it were Regulus's class DC, it would have been 12.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
he is-
okay.
He is deaf for a moment, but not long enough to be critically failed. But yeah, at once it passes, he like calms down, and then just like, what the hell was that?
Just slowly blinking at
Fuck
Regulus,
you.
Like, why? She's just like, her face says, I had it under control. Why would you do that?
Riley then to you is like, this is exactly what I was talking about.
I didn't expect.
Regulus will not say in character that he craved violence.
He's just vibrating with
What
intense
about will he say I am the law in character?
No.
I think it'd be more Regulus
Not
to
yet.
just be like, I represent the law.
In the middle of a battle.
Well, like, do it in the Dread style, but it's just I represent the law, not I am the law.
I mean, it's just same thing, just more syllables.
Well, like,
So?
Fex is the law. You just represent him.
So it would make sense.
Yeah. Unless we don't, of course.
Well, yeah, but that's up to you.
Well, it's up to him.
Oh my god. We've been doing this for almost 2 hours.
Yep.
One last thing before we go.
Yeah.
One more thing.
When we get to the front of the tavern, like here-ish, I would say, near the front door, Suriel is going to push Riley against the wall.
Yeah.
And essentially Kabedon him, so put her leg up. Put her leg up against the wall so he can only move in one direction. It's most likely not going to be a smart idea.
Yeah.
And
is Regulus right there?
No, I just say we moved back to the tower.
Yeah, so I'm saying is everyone witnessing this?
I mean, probably Regulus is, because he's right there.
Probably Regulus, but no one else can see out the foggy ass windows.
Yeah. So yeah,
but the door is no longer there, remember? So there's just that big old opening.
Here, so
so like if Vittoria gets closer to the door, you'd be able to see outside.
Peek her head out and see.
If she's against the wall, like you wouldn't be able to see her until you're all the way outside.
Yeah.
She's too busy drinking.
Yeah.
But she's going to lean in close, stare him straight in the eyes, and say two things. I'm gonna need you to be extremely cooperative for the next couple days, and you'll definitely get what you want. You might get a little bit of money, and you might get a fun time from me. I am also keeping this hat until then.
He just says, we keep meeting like this, you might get to keep my jacket next.
Sounds like a deal. Almost immediately, he says it sounds like a deal before she...
I don't think he has a say in that.
I've come up with a line for Regulus.
Yes, he thinks he does. That is what Suriel is here to do. To make sure that Riley thinks he still has control over every decision he ever makes.
Who gets his pants, clearly.
It's okay. Look, I essentially said, if you're a good boy, you might be able to get to sleep with me. So I'll get his pants for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Riley, I just wanted you to know that I can take away your ability to perform.
I guess whether or not that's worse than death is a question of philosophy, isn't it?
Right. And then she's gonna kiss him on the forehead and drag him inside.
Suriel, you're late.
Oh, you're talking to me like, it's like, who are you, my father? And she's gonna like drag Riley inside.
You're not my real father, not my real father.
Are your father? Regulus is my real dad now. He's the only one I listen to in here.
Friendship ended with father.
With how sloppy you are. if Suriel actually says that, Uktuk will say, with how sloppy you are, I'm glad I'm not your father.
Charlie walks in with
a my daughter like that.
Charlie walks in with a group of guards with a paddy wagon and says, "Did somebody say father?"
What happened to father?
Father?
Dad?
Are dad and father angry again?
Are you again? Is it dad and daddy?
Wait, so am I? No! I am... I hate this already.
I think Cereal is daddy.
Yeah.
Is father fighting with Uncle Snarls again?
Uncle Snarls. Come on, that makes him sound ugly.
No,
I don't like that.
No, a snarl,
At least,
snarl is a verb.
Yeah, but it makes him sound ugly. I don't like that.
Charlie's standing there like, "It's my fault you're fighting."
Uncle Screamo.
Yes.
How about Uncle Screamo?
That's a little better.
Cereal's gonna turn to Charlie and be like, "Look, I caught a runner."
Ooh.
Riley, like, kind of meekly, like, waves, like...
Charlie's
Throw a
like,
da- I throw a
smeared
dagger
blood
at
on her
him.
face.
Okay.
But I intentionally miss, so it hits the wall next to him.
Okay, roll me an athletics check, please.
15.
Okay, yeah, it whips past his ear close enough that you see a couple of hairs come loose. And then
He just waves high.
it sticks and, like, yeah, wobbles in the wall.
And Cereal's gonna turn to Uktiuk. Right. You're not allowed to touch him.
I didn't touch him.
That includes knives. I know. I'm sorry. That was the last time.
It's like, I mean, I hope so. We made a deal.
You make a deal with me.
She just sides eye Uktiuk like.
Charlie smiles with blood in her teeth, and she'll go, "I'll make deals too."
I already made a deal. I get his coat.
What do I
You
get?
get his
then?
pants.
Hey, can I get the contents of what's in his pants?
No,
No, that's
you can have his shoes. They're
no.
nice shoes.
It sounded
They're
like he
better.
said-
His shoes are better than yours. You can have them.
Actually,
Okay.
Cereal, you might steal his boots, too, since yours are damaged.
Yeah. Are they good enough though? Like, do
What
you-
happened to your boots?
Oh, his boots are nicer than yours.
Ooh.
What happened to your boots, Ariel?
I jumped out a window that had broken glass on it, but it's fine.
I could fix that.
It's just a cut. I have more than enough money to fix it.
I can fix it.
Okay. For now, no one else makes deals with Riley except for me.
You're no
That's
fun.
not up to me.
Charlie's going. Charlie kind of mopes now in the corner. You're no fun.
I know, I'm sorry, but we have a really good connection, and I just think it's really useful. Isn't that right, Riley? And she's gonna let go of his wrist and kind of wrap an arm around his shoulder, pulling him in. Is
You do make a good couple.
I can be real useful as long as I remain. And he, like, kind of dry swallows and says, intact.
we can do that. We can do that, right, guys? We can keep him intact.
Intact? Yes.
Tied up?
That-
Sure.
That means no broken bones.
I can,
no
yes.
cuts deep enough to make it so he can't walk.
You see, that's where it gets complicated. What? I could deal with no cuts. Sure.
Hey. Stay away from his face.
Leans towards Charlie. She didn't mention burns.
Ooh. Her hands tingle with, and you kind of see him little light smoke come off her fingernails.
It's like, just
Holly, have
stay-
you ever seen how an Asmodean tortures their subjects?
These two, dear
Oh.
God. Oh God.
Can you show
these
me?
two. So Cereal is just gonna say, just stay away from hurting his face, and any other precious parts of his body that I might need to use for later.
That depends on how compliant he is. But anyways, he's not the one I want to torture. I want to torture this big lug. And he like kind of sits his unconscious body up on a bar stool.
The
Surreal's
body
gonna.
like wheezes a little bit from shifting it.
All right. Do I have to heal anything?
Not right now.
I mean,
No.
he
Okay.
did almost bleed to death a minute ago. It might be worth checking on.
Close
He's
do
fine
that.
for now. You can sit in a cell till morning. It's getting late.
Well, let me just do a quick once over.
All right.
I'm gonna do a medicine check. That's a 14.
Okay.
Now tell me about this place you've secured. What did
Me?
you call it? The Ash House?
Oh, yeah,
Well,
they haven't been
that's-
there yet.
Yeah, no, you guys, Tori and Uktuk haven't been there yet.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
getting
it
pretty
sucks. You're
tired.
gonna love it.
That is, yes.
Yeah,
At.
but we can find out why you're gonna love it and why it sucks next time, because holy shit, like
Next
Yeah.
we're at
time.
158. I have to cut it.
Yeah,
This
I
is-
was trying to give us a
Yeah.
button there.
Yeah.
It's almost 1:45 Central Time right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We,
And I am moving tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're moving tomorrow?
I
Bruh.
gotta get Jasmine home so she can feed her child.
All right, cut the recording now.
now.
this
Hey.
is this
So-
episode 6 now?
Episode
Yep.
6.
We could do this in character, or we should do this in character probably, but I still want to say, so it's in the ether, that I think we should keep everybody here overnight, let everybody else go, and put Kagan in the stocks as advised.
Kagan, Uktuk wants to get a little bit of info out of Kagan first before he goes into the stocks.
Oh yeah. We're getting
Charlie
as much
wanted to
information.
ask in general how all the people got in, like without coming in through the entrances, and she wanted to try to persuade if they give her everything they have on their person money wise, they can walk away.
Oh yeah, if they pay a fine, they can be fined. If they
leave,
can't
yeah.
pay a fine, they sit in the jail cell.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I wouldn't actually make anybody roll. Like Suriel, Uktuk, and Regulus, and Charlie with Underworld Lore. Like, you would all just kind of inherently know, for most of these people, the penalty is a fine anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you just tell them, like, double whatever the penalty you have to pay, like, out is. And as long as you take down their name, you just pocket the other half, and
Mhm.
that's how the system works.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's how the world keeps going around.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I
Taking
just
bribes is legal in Cheliax as long as you claim them on your taxes.
come up with like 15 names that Regulus has in his little notebook now?
Oh my god.
I will. You go. Just 10 are gonna be random, and 10 I'm gonna give a name, just in case.
That's fair.
All right.
Tori's like, my other half of the fine is booze.
Right. So
Exactly.
like, if the fine for violating the gathering limits is 1 gold piece, you tell the person that it's 2. You write down 1, but you claim that you took 1 GP worth of bribes in your ledger, and they don't do any jail time.
Okie dokie.
I mean, that's pretty good. We could be charging them a lot more.
But you know, just as
I think we're being kind, having it be 2 gold.
We have 2 weeks to figure it out.
yeah, we have
That's
2
true.
gold.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's-
No, we have 1 week.
No, we have
Oh,
one.
yeah,
week
1 week
next
this time.
Friday because it switched.
Yeah.
It flipped.
Right, because
Oh.
my
Look.
work schedule got switched for next weekend.
Yeah, and obviously, like, that is not the case for Kagan and Riley. So,
Oh no,
whenever-
Kagan's gonna have a special Asmodean talk.
oh yeah. And
Regulus's bloodlust is going to gradually rise the more he doesn't murder.
yeah, but like
We'll
the
just go
two-
find a random dog in the forest.
the two staffers and the 16
That's no
counselors, No. 16 customers, 3 staffers makes 19. So whatever fine we establish, it's just whatever times 19 is your take, and then you divide that amongst yourselves as you will.
Do we want to start holding a group fund, or do we want to just keep dividing everything evenly?
Right? Who's gonna hold the money pool for the group?
Well, and then that's something we could talk about at the Ash House, because we have a whole shit ton of contraband from the jail that I took and hid in the Ash House.
Among the other services, I've been kind of talking about it in chat, but I don't know if I've mentioned on voice. Rosalago has a lot of services he can offer.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Among them being fence, banker, and finder of things you need.
What about collector of slaves? If the Ash House is gonna be shit, we're gonna need some people to clean it up, because Spooktook will have none of that shit.
Yeah, he can do the legwork on like getting the contracts and bill of sale closed, but handling the physical transport is beneath him.
Well, I mean, he could like get someone else to deliver some stuff. Sure.
I'm just saying that part would be by contract your responsibility.
Oh fuck! All right.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck you wherever he can.
Well, I mean, he could at least tell us where to get some.
All right.
Okay, cool.
But,
No.
But
Simmery has
fee for information.
I can tell you where to get some.
Fucking devils.
So anything that you want, like Rosalago can teleport at will and turn invisible and fly and like go to hell. So if there's something that you want, he can get it. It's just a question of what it's going to cost you.
Go to hell, Rosalago.
Yeah, you can say that again, fucker.
Yeah. So
He's probably like, haven't heard that one before.
Yeah, so like for Regulus, if you need the gun blueprints from Alkenstar, like that's something he could procure for you. But since it's such a far way out of his way, it's going to be expensive.
Hey, just go grab me a gun. Oh fuck no, well, not Alkenstar, because he can't teleport there.
Right, that's why I said so far out of his way, because he has to teleport to where the ferry is.
No,
it would like
Schlussel clearly needs
easier for him to go to not Asia.
Yeah.
Regulus clearly needs a pistol of wonder.
Actually, you know what? He could just teleport to the Five Kings Mountains, because dwarves in the Five Kings Mountains also have guns.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so there you go.
Oh, yeah, and there's guns in the shackles.
Yeah. So yeah, him teleporting to one of those locations to like find a schematic for a grapple gun, for example, is something that he could do for you for a fee. And yeah, he could also be your bank and your fence for stuff that you just want to sell. Like, he can handle that shit for a fee.
Nice. I'm making it kind of like my background that Charlie had to haggle and kind of, kind of hustle a little bit just to kind of to get by. So she's cool with like that, like, oh, here, I found some shit that you can sell kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's just like whatever it sells for, he's going to keep 10%. And like...
Question about the Ash House. Isn't that, didn't Archbaron say that that was Simmery's like finder's fee for finding us?
Yeah, she is now the rightful owner of that property.
And Simmery kind of likes us, so I'm sure she'll let us in.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, yeah.
The other option is you also have the sheriff's station that has cells to lock your 2 prisoners up in and places for all of you to bed down.
I was going to say that could be our headquarters, yeah.
Yeah.
But these are things to talk about.
The Baron explicitly told you that you could use the building if you wanted. Even if you only want to use it for a secure place to sleep, because the sheriff's station has doors that lock.
Mm-hmm.
And no ghosts.
Well,
Yeah,
even as an
dibs on the
address as
filing
well.
cabinet.
Yeah, well, the Ash House doesn't even have, like, fully enclosed walls in all the rooms.
There's like exposed, like,
Yeah.
to the element parts, you know.
Yeah, it's where junkie drifters, like, squat.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. So, like, from a tactical standpoint, the sheriff's station is a far more secure place to sleep for the kind of people who think about whether or not they have to sleep with one eye
Keep
open.
an eye open. Yeah.
Yeah. And it has places where you can lock up Kagan and Riley and keep them separate. Yeah, like, that is there if you want it. You don't have to.
It's also a place to have an address.
Yeah.
So there is one thing I would like to bring up that's more like in the composition of the show.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the reason why like the combat portion took so long, and it's like there was a lot of banter during turns. And I'm not talking like rules explaining and stuff like that. That's fine and dandy. It's just a lot of like, just banter that I feel if we kind of like moved it along a little more, a little faster, be a little easier, especially since we're running a show.
Yeah. Yeah, and
it is good feedback for sure.
I can't refute that argument. Like,
especially there was that one part where Schlesinger